government said, Aboriginal title, it's okay, we can talk about that. We think you have Aboriginal title, rights to fish, Aboriginal rights to hunt. You know, don't worry about that, we'll recognize that. But when it came to land, absolutely no. So that is the battleground right now on the question of land. So as we intervene and put together our legal arguments with our lawyers, as you know, the summit didn't have the resources. And Chief Garry Fetchuk from Shíshálh came and talked with us and said, we'll put some money down, we'll put some resources into this fight, so you can hire the best lawyers to fight on our behalf, our collective behalf. Not just on behalf of Shíshálh, but all First Nations here. We'll put forward money to support and pay for the legal costs. He went to his council, he went to his community, and the community agreed to put forward the money. Chief Calvin and council, former Chief Fetchuk, Chief and members of the council, chiefs and council members and leaders and our people, from the very deepest parts of our hearts want to thank you for what you have done and the way that you helped stand us all up by your very, very generous contribution in supporting in our collective way the fight that we took to the Supreme Court of Canada in support of the Chalcotin people. So, Chief and to members of council, on behalf of all of our chiefs, we say, Masicho Haichka CM.
We supported Garry's efforts, and we did it 100%. And Garry had the courage to stand up and speak on our behalf. And Garry's undertaking many other challenges to push issues forward in our behalf.
I really believe that this is the most important fight that's in front of the First Nations at this point, and we were happy to be involved because it's going to determine how we move forward with our title case. Because right now we're doing commission evidence in our territory in Shíshálh, where we set up our own courtroom in our elders' boardroom, where all of our elders are being interviewed and recording all of the history from our territory. And we finished one, we have another one scheduled for, I believe, next month. And we have a couple more after that. And the sad part about all that is that in order for us to get Canada and BC to approve to do the commission evidence, BC approved right away. We had to take Canada to court in order to get them to agree that we can do the commission evidence because we're losing too many of our elders. And the sad part about it is that we lost 2 elders in this process while we're taking Canada to court for them to agree just to do the commission evidence in Shíshálh.
And I am really proud to stand alongside my colleagues on the Leadership Council and to acknowledge Shíshálh for the tremendous leadership that they've showed, not only with respect to the Williams case before the Supreme Court of Canada, but to acknowledge former Chief Fetchuk and Chief Calvin and all of the council for the tremendous leadership that Shíshálh has shown dating back over 25 years ago as he blazed the trail and became self-governing here in British Columbia.
Thanking Mr. Chairman for the opportunity to acknowledge the courage and the strength of our leadership here, of our relatives, Shíshálh, raising our hands in gratitude for the example that you have set for our future generations to never give up in speaking our truth.
Today was a really significant day for us because at a time when we were bringing this land rights issues about the Aboriginal title to the Supreme Court of Canada in support of the Chalcotin people, it was the Shíshálh people, the Shíshálh community, through the council, in particular through Chief Garry Fetchuk, stood up and said, we will support the First Nations Summit in ensuring that you have no problems financially, to make sure that our issues are properly before the Supreme Court of Canada. And with that, we have to raise our hands to the Shíshálh people for what they've done for all First Nations in British Columbia.